Hello everyone! Today we're going to learn 5 different ways to study your spelling words. Right now, all you need is your list of spelling words, you can see mine right here, and a piece of paper and a pencil. The first thing that you do to study your spelling words is a pretest. You will have your parent or a sibling or a friend, whoever you have around you, call out your words for you to spell. Now, you want them to do this before you've ever looked at the words. You want to have them call them out, and as they call them out, you will write down how you think you will spell that word. So I'm going to move my words away so I can't see them while I'm spelling them. And I'm going to pretend like I am someone else who is calling out the words. Okay? Number 1, school. Okay? So now I'm going to write the word school, or how I think school needs to be spelled. So I will write school. Number 2, game. Number 3, pencil. Number 4, crayon. And number 5, write. Now, I'm done calling out your words. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my spelling list, my list of spelling words, and I'm going to compare it to how I did on my spelling. So let's look. I did not spell school correctly, so I'm going to circle that. That is a word that I did not spell correctly. I spelled game correctly, so I can check it off. I spelled pencil correctly, so I checked it off. And I spelled crayon correctly, so I can check it off. Now, I did not spell right correctly, so I'm going to circle the word right. And so now you can see I have circled the 2 words that I misspelled or I did not spell correctly. These are called our struggle words. So now what we do is we're going to write our struggle words 5 times each. So I have my words next to me, and I am going to circle my struggle words on my spelling list, or you can get your highlighter and highlight them. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to pull out my highlighter, and I'm going to highlight my struggle words. So my struggle words were school and write. Now, I am going to write my struggle words 5 times each. So I'm going to write school 5 times. So that was 5 times. Now I'm going to write the word write 5 times. So now I took my pretest and I figured out what my struggle words were, and I wrote them 5 times each. That is the first way to study your spelling words. That's the first thing you should always do when you study your spelling words. The next strategy to help you study your spelling words is a spelling pyramid. So I'm going to create a spelling pyramid for each of my words, not just for my struggle words, but for each of my words. So let's start with school. So remember, a spelling pyramid starts big at the bottom and gets skinnier and smaller towards the top. So let's start at the top and work our way down. So we want to start with just the first letter at the top, S. So S. Then I'm going to put S, C, sk. Then I'm going to put S-C-H, sk. Then I'm going to put S-C-H-O, sk. Then I'm going to put S-C-H-O-O, school. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. And I will do that for each of my words. So make sure that you're starting with one word, then you go to two words. And you start with one letter, then you go to two letters. Then you keep going until you have built the whole word. And remember to sound out each sound as you go. So I would say s, sk, 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 skoo, school. Now let's do game. G, g, gam, game. G, g, gam, game, game. So now I can do my next word, pencil. P, pe, pen, pens, pens, pencil, pen, pens, pens, pencil. Now let's do crayon. K, cr, cra, cray, craya, crayon. And I've run out of room, but I'm going to fit it right here. Now let's do write. W, r, r, writ, write. W, r, ri, writ, write, write. So that is the second strategy to help you study your spelling words. The next strategy to help you study your spelling words is rainbow write. So you want to make sure that you have your word list. You want to have an assortment of colors and a piece of paper. So when you rainbow write, you're going to write each word. However, each letter has to be a different color. Let me show you what I mean. So if I'm writing school, the first letter is S. I'm going to do it in orange. Then the next letter is C, so I'm going to write it in pink. Then the next letter is H. I'm going to write it in purple. And the next letter is O. I'm going to write it in blue. The next letter is O again. I'm going to write it in green. And then the last letter is L, and I'm going to go back to orange. So you can create a pattern. So now let's do that with each of our words. So I'm going to do game. G, A, M, E. Now let's do pencil. P, E, N, C, I, L. Now let's do crayon. C, R, A, Y, O, N. And my last word is write. W, R, I, T, E. So that is one way to rainbow write. Another way that you can rainbow write would be to have each word a different color. So I could do school, all in orange. I could do game, all in pink. I could do pencil, all in purple. I could do crayon all in blue, and I could do write all in green. However, listen to what your teacher says. If your teacher wants you to have each letter a different color, do your rainbow write this way. If your teacher wants you to do each word a different color, do your rainbow write this way. Or if your teacher doesn't care how you rainbow write, choose your favorite way. That was the third way of how to study your spelling words. Let's go on to the fourth way. All right, so the fourth way, since I don't have a white crayon, I'm going to show you a video of how to ghostwrite. So your fourth way that you can practice your spelling words and how to spell them is to do a ghostwrite. So let's look at this. This is what it looks like when you ghostwrite. Let's look at how we ghostwrite. Okay, so again, whenever you ghostwrite, it'll end up looking like this. First, you write the word in white crayon, and you won't be able to see it on your white paper. And you're going to write each word with your white crayon. Then after you write it in white crayon, you'll go over each word with a different color, and you can see the word appear. So that is ghostwrite. That is the fourth way of how to study your spelling words. Now let's look at the last way to study our spelling words. The last way is to put them in ABC order. So what I do is I look at my list of spelling words and I have to write them in ABC order. ABC order means alphabetical order. That means that I'm going to look at the first letter and I'm going to see which has the first letter of their word that comes at the beginning or first in the alphabet. So let's look. I have S, G, P, C, and W. I have to think which of those letters comes before the rest in the alphabet. And you're right, it is crayon, C. So C is going to come first. So I'm going to put crayon as my first word. Now let's look at the next one. I have gotten rid of crayon. I've already written that down. So now I have school, game, pencil, and write. Let's see, I have S, G, P, and W. What letter comes next in the alphabet? Well, I know that D comes after C. And then after D is E, F, G. Game. I'm going to write game. All right, so now I have crayon and game. So now I have S, P, W. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. P will come next. I'm going to write pencil. Q, R, S, school. T, U, V, W, right. Now, what if we had another word that started with the letter S? What if I had the word start? What do I do when I have two words that start with the same letter? That's right, I look at the second letter. So let's look at the second letters. I would still put crayon first, then I would put game, then I would put pencil. But what would come first, school or start? So what comes first in the alphabet, C or T? Well, A, B, C. C comes before T. So I'm going to put school first, then I'm going to put start, and then I can put the word right. Those are your 5 ways to study your spelling words. So let's go back over them very quickly. The first thing you do when you get your spelling words is a pretest to figure out what your struggle words are. When you figure out what your struggle words are, you write those struggle words 5 times each. The next way to practice your spelling words and how to spell them is to create a spelling pyramid and make sure you're sounding out each sound as you add it. The next way is to do rainbow write. I like my students to write each letter a different color. However, ask your teacher what she would like you to do. Then you make sure that you have a white crayon so that you can do ghost spelling. And then the last way to study your spelling words is to put them in ABC order. Good luck, everyone. I hope that helps you study your spelling words.